Hello, English learner. Welcome to English.Conversation. My name is Jack.
And my name is Mary.
Today's episode is super interesting and maybe a little surprising. We're talking about how you can learn English while you sleep. Yes, that's right. While you're sleeping.
I know it sounds like magic, but there's actually some science behind it. And in this episode, we'll explore if it really works, how it works, and how you, yes, you listening, can try it yourself.
This is perfect for anyone who wants to make the most of their time, even while resting. So whether you're a beginner or advanced learner, stay with us because we've got some great tips and personal stories to share.
Plus, we'll tell you the best kinds of English audio to listen to before and during sleep, and how to set up your environment for success.
So grab a cup of tea, or maybe a cozy blanket, and let's dive into today's dreamy topic, learning English while sleeping. All right, Henry, before we talk about how to learn English while sleeping, let's explain something important. What exactly is sleep learning?
Good question. Sleep learning, also called hypnopedia, is the idea that your brain can take in new information while you're sleeping, just by listening to it.
Right. So imagine this. You're lying in bed, eyes closed, fast asleep, but in the background, you're listening to English words, phrases, or even conversations.
Exactly. And while your body is resting, your brain is actually still working. During some stages of sleep, your brain is still active. It can hear sounds and even remember them.
Now, let's be clear. It's not like you'll wake up speaking perfect English after one night of listening. That's not how it works.
Haha, yeah. Sorry, no instant English superpowers. But here's what can happen. Listening to English while sleeping can help your brain get used to the sound and rhythm of the language. It helps with pronunciation, vocabulary recall, and even confidence.
Some studies show that when you hear words or phrases during certain stages of sleep, especially during light sleep, your brain can store those sounds better. It's like extra practice without effort.
And that's what's so exciting. It's not a replacement for studying, but it can be a great support tool to improve what you've already learned during the day.
So to sum it up, sleep learning means listening to English while you sleep, and it helps your brain review and remember the language in a passive way. It's like background learning, soft, gentle, and relaxing.
Coming up next, we'll answer the big question. Can you really learn English while you sleep? And how much can you learn?
So now comes the big question, Henry. Can you really learn English while you sleep?
The short answer is yes and no. Let me explain.
Haha, okay, go on.
You can't learn totally new grammar rules or start speaking full sentences overnight. That takes conscious practice when you're awake. But your brain can remember things better if you hear them while sleeping, especially words or phrases you've already studied before.
That's so interesting. So it's more like your brain is reviewing the information while you sleep?
Exactly. When you hear vocabulary you've studied during the day and then hear it again while sleeping, your brain gets a second chance to save it. It strengthens the memory.
I read that the brain is still active during sleep, especially during something called light sleep or REM sleep. During those times, it can hear sounds and connect them to your memory.
Yes, and that's why sleep learning works best when it's combined with daytime learning. If you just listen to random words while sleeping, it probably won't help much.
So if I learn 10 new English phrases today, and then I listen to them at night while I sleep, my brain has a better chance of remembering them tomorrow?
That's the idea. It's like giving your brain gentle reminders. You're not doing new learning, you're doing deep learning. You're helping your memory work better.
That's such a smart way to learn. No pressure, no stress, just falling asleep while listening to English.
And it works especially well for pronunciation and natural listening. You hear how native speakers talk over and over again, even in your dreams.
Maybe that's the secret, dreaming in English.
That's actually a real sign of progress. If you ever have a dream in English, it means your brain is getting comfortable with the language, even at night.
So, to all our listeners, yes, sleep learning is real, but it's not magic. It's a powerful way to support your learning, not to replace it.
Exactly. And coming up, we'll share the best ways to use sleep for English learning. So stay with us.
All right, now let's get into the good stuff. How can our listeners actually use sleep to improve their English?
Yes, let's give them some practical, easy tips they can start using tonight. Tip number 1. Use English audio at bedtime. Before you fall asleep, play a short English recording, like vocabulary words, simple sentences, or even a relaxing podcast.
And it's important to keep it simple, right? If the audio is too difficult, your brain won't know what to do with it while you're sleeping.
Exactly. That brings us to tip number 2. Only listen to things you've already studied. If you learned some new phrases or words today, listen to those again while falling asleep. That way, your brain is just reviewing, not trying to learn something completely new.
And here's tip 3. Use repetition. The more you hear the same words or phrases, the stronger they stick in your memory. So don't be afraid to listen to the same audio every night for a few days.
Yep, repetition is your best friend. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't do it once and forget about it. You do it every day.
Haha, love that. And tip 4, choose the right kind of content. So Henry, what kind of English audio do you think works best for sleep learning?
Great question. For sleep, you want something calm, slow, and clear. I recommend vocabulary with example sentences, English affirmations, short, simple dialogues, relaxing English podcasts for learners, like this one.
And don't forget music. If you like soft background music, there are English songs made for sleep that repeat helpful phrases like, I am learning English, or I understand English easily.
That's true. And one more tip. Tip 5. Create a bedtime English routine. Turn off social media, dim the lights, play your English audio, and relax. Make it a peaceful habit every night.
So instead of scrolling on your phone before bed, you can actually use that time to boost your English. It's so easy, and it doesn't take any extra effort.
Exactly. And the best part? You're learning while resting. No stress, no pressure. Just soft English in the background while your brain does the work.
So listeners, if you want to make your sleep more productive, try this tonight. Choose some simple English audio and let it play softly as you drift off to sleep.
Coming up next, we'll talk about how to prepare your environment for sleep learning and how to get the best results.
Now that we know how sleep learning works and what kind of content to use, let's talk about how to prepare for it. Because honestly, the environment really matters, right?
Oh, 100%. Sleep learning works best when your mind and body are calm and ready to rest. So let's go through a few tips to help our listeners get the most out of it.
All right. Tip number 1. Choose your audio before bed. Don't wait until you're already sleepy. Pick your English audio in advance, maybe a vocabulary list, a short English story, or our podcast.
Ha ha ha, yes. This podcast is a great place to start. And here's tip number 2. Use headphones or a speaker with a timer. You don't want loud or distracting sound all night. Try using a sleep timer so the audio turns off after 30 to 60 minutes.
That's a great point. If the sound keeps playing all night, it might disturb your deeper sleep. You want just enough for your brain to absorb while you're drifting off.
Exactly. Now, Tip number 3, keep your room dark and quiet, except for your English audio, of course. A calm space helps your brain relax, which is important for memory.
Yes, and for those who use phones or tablets, turn off notifications or put the device on airplane mode so it doesn't interrupt your sleep with messages or sounds.
Good call. And here's tip number 4. Be consistent. Try to do this every night, even just 10 to 15 minutes before sleep. Your brain loves routine.
Right. It's not about being perfect, it's about building a habit. Over time, this routine becomes a powerful way to support your learning.
So to recap, pick your audio early. Use headphones or a quiet speaker. Set a timer. Make your room calm and be consistent.
It's so simple, and anyone can do it. Just a few small changes can turn your bedtime into learning time.
Coming up next, we'll share a few fun stories. How we've used sleep learning ourselves and what we experienced.
So, Henry, have you ever actually tried sleep learning yourself?
Oh yeah, many times. I remember one period when I was trying to improve my Spanish. I found these relaxing audio tracks that repeated simple sentences like, "I am going to the store," and "What time is it?" I listened to them every night honestly? Yes. I didn't suddenly become fluent, but I noticed that I could remember the phrases faster during the day, and I felt more confident when speaking. It was like my brain had heard them 100 times without me even trying.
That's awesome. For me, I used sleep learning with English idioms when I was teaching a group of students. I wanted to explain them better, so I started listening to idioms and examples before bed. It was more about review, but it really helped them stick.
That's the cool part. It's not just for beginners. Even teachers or advanced learners can use sleep learning to stay sharp.
Exactly. And sometimes it even shows up in your dreams. One night I dreamed someone was asking me questions in English and I was answering fluently. It was so fun.
Ha ha ha. That's when you know it's working. So to our listeners, if you've never tried sleep learning, give it a shot. It's easy, relaxing, and you might even have a few English dreams too.
Coming up next, we'll wrap it all up with final thoughts and a quick summary to help you get started tonight.
All right, we've covered a lot today, so let's bring it all together. Sarah, what are the key takeaways from today's episode?
Well, first of all, yes, you can support your English learning while you sleep. It won't teach you everything, but it can strengthen your memory, improve listening skills, and even help with pronunciation.
Exactly. And it works best when you've already studied something during the day. Then, at night, you simply review it passively by listening while you fall asleep.
To get started, all you need is a short, simple English audio, a quiet and calm sleep environment, a routine, just 10 to 30 minutes each night, and a little patience and consistency. And remember, sleep learning is a great support tool, not a magic trick. It works with your regular learning, not instead of it.
So why not give it a try tonight? Pick your favorite English phrases, a calm podcast, or even a list of vocabulary, and let it play softly as you rest.
Your brain will thank you in the morning.
Coming up next week, we'll talk about how to build an English morning routine to start your day with confidence. You don't want to miss it.
But for now, let's get ready for bed. And maybe some sweet English dreams. Good night and happy learning. Thanks so much for joining us today on the English Learning Podcast. We hope you enjoyed this relaxing and helpful episode on learning English while sleeping.
If you found this useful, don't forget to follow or subscribe so you never miss a new episode. We've got more great topics coming your way every week.
And hey, if you try sleep learning tonight, let us know. Leave a comment or message us. We'd love to hear about your experience.
You can also share this episode with a friend who's learning English too. Let's grow and learn together.
Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and keep dreaming in English.
Sleep well and happy learning.